Hello, before we begin, if you'd like to see more videos like this one, please hit the subscribe button and smash the bell button in with your chainsaw. So, what are we talking about today? Today we are talking about Sentinels and what I've got pretty much. It's like an update, effectively. So here is the first one I got, which is an autocannon Sentinel. I maybe should do something with that actually, even if just putting a bit of silver on it. Since having him, the aerials have snapped off, which I will talk about later. But I think overall it's pretty good. It's alright. It's not going to win any Golden Demon competitions or anything, but I am a very big fan of the dry brush, if I'm honest, and how it goes down. So it's a pretty cool looking model. It's been around since like, not this one, this specific one, but the Sentinel, the model has been around since the third edition. So it's a good little flashback for me, seeing him back on the board. So I had a delivery today. So this guy's now got two brothers or sisters that have come along. We have got this one here. This one's the one with the bendy aerial I was going to talk about later, but I'll talk about it now. So this guy come and was leaning forward. I'm a bit unconfident. I feel like what they've done is they've just not glued it in place, which I'm going to have to remedy to make sure it actually stays. He's got a plasma cannon, yeah, and a chainsaw. Wouldn't say it's necessarily the option I would go with, and he's also got a hunter killer missile on here. But overall, it's unpainted. It's not even been stripped. It's literally just been glued, mostly. So that is a bit of a steal. I think overall I paid for two of them, I paid 26 quid, which is pretty good. I mean, unless you get them on an auction, which you can do better, right? Not gonna lie, you can do better, but I did all right, considering I wanted them here and now. And then we got this other guy, or other gal, already painted, red and a bit of green, a bit of silver. There is still some grey bits, so I don't know what they've done. It seems a bit weird. Looks like they've maybe not primed it. But to be honest, it's not like the detail's not really clogged in my opinion. So I might not even strip this one. I might just go for it. So obviously this one's a bit more stripped down than the other one, insofar as saying there's less on it. It's probably closer to my actual other Sentinel just here. So what you probably just saw was me moving my hand on the las cannon. Obviously it moves. The reason it moves is because some clever soul had magnetized it, which is good. I'm a bit concerned that that's moving a little bit, but we'll glue it all into position. So I've got a las cannon, so I can have a plasma cannon, autocannon, and a las cannon. I've got a bit of choice there. I also have a couple of other options. So I've got this one, which isn't magnetized, but it's basically I have two autocannons and a plasma cannon Sentinel. I can has a missile launcher, which is pretty cool. It looks pretty nifty in my opinion. I love that word, nifty. And I've also got a plasma cannon. So this one was a really good bargain. So if I was clever, I could possibly maybe that's not the clever way to say it. Maybe take this one off, or maybe this one off, and magnetize them too, and then have a multiple of choices. I might even get a flamer on the go if I can do it. So it was a bit of a find, 27 quid for these two. I can't remember how much this was, 12, 14 quid maybe. So it was all right. So it was, I'm pretty happy having 3 Sentinels because it means I can do the brigade detachment for my guard. So, as ever, right, I don't ever just do things base value cost. So what I've done here is I've got the Sentinels, because a Sentinel is a very good model to have if you are a guard player of many variants. So obviously you can have them in the standard, which I've got 3 of. The Cadians, Catachans, Valhallans, Mordian Iron Guard, Voidstroyans, Steel Legion, and you can even have them in like Praetorians, stuff like that. So they're your basic vanilla guard, you'd call them. You can also use them for, what is it? Good gosh. Renegades and Heretics, or like Heretic Guard, Heretical Guard, however you'd like to call that one. And you can also use them for Gene Stealer cults too. So obviously I'm going to get a lot more value for my money, so not quite. So I've got 3 guard armies, plus I've got some chaos cultists, and I've got some gene stealer cult. So I'm going to get at least 5 times the use out of this than someone collecting 1 army. Now obviously that's not the cheapest way to collect 5 different armies, but I'm using a lot of the same models and adding a couple more to make different armies. So in my opinion, long term, get more flavour, play the guard how I like, and these guys I'm getting 5 times the value. Because obviously I could, if I was a bit silly, paint them all separately and have like 20 Sentinels for 5 different armies, and it wouldn't have made sense. So it's a pretty cool way of doing it, and I've got to love the Sentinel, to be honest. It's a cool model. It's stuck around for a long while. Hopefully they won't change it, because I think it's pretty cool. It serves its function. So that's where we will end the video. If you've got any tactical insight for using Sentinels, let me know down below. If you've played a game against them, fought with them, things that they're really strong at. Obviously, out of the weapon options you've seen, which one you'd probably suggest to go for. An autocannon's pretty cool because it does 2 different jobs. Plasma cannon can do basically that job and more. And obviously a las cannon is pretty, and I don't want to use the term, good gosh, pretty swanky is what we'll say. And a missile launcher is multi-purpose too. So it's a lot of functionality from these guys. Let me know what you would go with. I kind of went off on a bit of a tangent there. Or what you'd hate to go against. That's probably the best way to say it. So put it in the comments down below, and thanks for watching.